How two plan-demics will bring tyrannical world order. COVID-19 was not just a pandemic, it was a plan-demic. A calculated test of humanity's limits, freedoms, and compliance. Why do I say plan-demic? Because what unfolded was not a series of random events but a meticulously orchestrated trial. And the second plan-demic is already on the horizon, poised to reshape the world as we know it. The test plan-demic, COVID-19. In 2020, the world was thrust into a state of chaos. Lockdowns, mask mandates, and a never-before-seen push for mass vaccinations. People's freedoms were stripped away, replaced by a new norm of obedience and fear. But was this truly about public health? Or was it something far more sinister? COVID-19 served as a global experiment. Governments and global organizations closely monitored how populations would respond to restrictions on movement, forced closures of businesses, mandates for masks and vaccines. But here's the shocking part: the scenario was outlined a decade earlier. The Rockefeller Foundation, in 2010, published a report called Scenarios for the Future of Technology and International Development. In one chapter, Lockstep, they described a future pandemic eerily similar to what unfolded during COVID-19. The text painted a world where strict governmental controls were imposed, and citizens willingly traded freedoms for safety. The blueprint for tyranny. In the Lockstep scenario, the authors envisioned a pandemic that would allow leaders to enforce authoritarian measures globally. This wasn't a prediction, it was a blueprint. They suggested a world where travel was restricted, social behavior was heavily monitored, digital systems controlled the masses. The COVID-19 response mirrored this scenario to the letter. Vaccination became a ticket to participation in society, and dissenters were ostracized. The second plan-demic. But COVID-19 was just the beginning. The Rockefeller Foundation's playbook hints at a second wave, a larger, more devastating plan-demic. And the timing couldn't be clearer. Many analysts predict it will begin next year and last for approximately 3 years. This second plan-demic will intensify the control measures we've already seen. Imagine Vaccination not just as a choice but as a mandatory requirement for accessing essential services. Digital IDs linked to health records becoming universal. Financial and social privileges stripped away from non-compliant individuals. Conditioning the masses. Why were we locked down? Why were masks mandated? Why was there such a relentless push for vaccines? These weren't just health measures, they were psychological conditioning. The goal was simple: train humanity to accept restrictions in exchange for the illusion of safety. And it worked. Millions complied without question. The ultimate goal: a tyrannical world order. But what's the endgame? Why engineer plan-demics? It's about control, complete, global control. The second plan-demic will pave the way for a single, unified digital currency managed by central authorities. A global social credit system that determines your access to services based on your compliance. A surveillance state where every action is monitored. This isn't speculation. These systems are already being tested in various countries. And the second plan-demic will accelerate their implementation. What can we do? Now that we know the plan, the question is, how do we resist? Awareness is the first step. Share this video, discuss it with your community, and question everything. Second, decentralize. Use cash, embrace privacy-focused technologies, and support local businesses. Third, prepare. The second plan-demic will test all of us, but together, we can stand firm. COVID-19 showed us the cracks in our system. The second plan-demic will try to break us. But history has shown, when humanity unites, no force can defeat us. Stand up. Speak out. Resist. Subscribe for more insights and share to spread awareness.